Literally sitting here idling for about 15-20 minutes. Uh, 96 degrees was the highest it got. Sitting here idling 15 to 20 minutes. That's crazy. What's going on, JP? It's just a 6. What do you mean radiator fan shroud? Fan shroud. What do you mean by that? Where did I get it from or what? Tone looks very good on here. So I think what I'm gonna do is just stand that up to 21. Just make that 21. About 1,000 we had. Alright, that should be fine. Let's see. We're gonna save this tune real quick. Save as documents for desktop. That's a good tune. Only other thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna change that rev limiter to 2950. We're gonna change it to 3150. That's the only other change we're gonna make. We're gonna keep the rev limiter the same because I read this thing to 7,000 RPM yesterday, so it did good at 7,000. So I'm gonna just leave that like that. Next time I mess with it, it's gonna be at the track probably. So everything else look good on here though. So we're gonna leave all this like that. 3200. Right, come on, that 3150. Alright, so that all should be fine. I never grabbed the button, so I don't have any data, but it looked fine. So I'm just gonna leave that like that. Alright. Where did I get the holder from? Alright, so the holder, got that off of Mike's Monty's, and then the radiator and fan assembly itself was through them. I called them and I asked them about a radiator, an aluminum radiator, because those plastic radiators dissipate heat as well. So aluminum one, it takes the heat away way better. So I got that. I called them, asked them where I can get one from. The radiator, fans, and the shroud for the fans that holds the fans against the radiator. All that was like $350. And then the holder itself was like, I believe, something like $60 from Mike's Monty's. And you have different options, so you don't have to get it in chrome like I did. You can get it in black, Saturn. You can get the like the metal finish and like unfinished metal, like unpolished. They got gunmetal, pretty much anything you want. So just go on Mike's Monty's, they'll do it. Actually, what I'm gonna do is after I'm done with this live, I'm gonna go on the computer. I'm gonna drop the link in the description. So if y'all want it, y'all can go get it. And I'll try to find the radiator as well. As far as other stuff, that's air compressor going on. As far as other stuff that's going on, the car got to get inspected by the end of this month, so things might need to happen a little bit quicker than what they need to. So for the sake of getting the car to the inspection, getting it inspected, getting the license plates and tags and all the new stuff on the car, I'm gonna have to leave a 7.5 in here for now, and I'm gonna have to get the TH400 on, under, and inside this car fairly quickly. It's going to have to be this weekend, so it has to be this weekend. I get the transmission in. I'm gonna use the same drive shaft that came off the car. Um, so like I said, a whole bunch of stuff that I did not want to use, I'm gonna have to use it to get the car running. Well, the car already runs. I just need to get the car to drive. So a couple of things that I did not want to reuse are gonna have to be used. So uh, that's all that basically. I'm thinking I'm gonna have the car at least idling, moving the tires idling under its own power, probably this weekend. So I'm gonna try to get that done. It has to be done actually. So I'm gonna get that all done, all that straightened out. Um, got the 20s on the front. I don't want to cut my other 20s out because I'm gonna put the 8.8 up under here before long, and I don't want to mess with the other 20s, the other set of 20s that I have, until it's time to put the 8.8 back there. Then I might put the 20s back there. Actually, I'm thinking about taking the 20s out the front right now because I don't really want them on the front. I'm gonna put the 15s back on the front, but they might be needed to get up that steep driveway. What else? I'm trying to think what else. It ain't really nothing else, man. It's just getting the car inspected. That's the biggest thing. And while the car is already running and driving, I'm thinking about taking it to the chassis shop and seeing if we can get a little 5-point cage whooped up real quick. And then I might pay them to install the 8.8. I really just don't feel like messing with nothing like that right now. So pay them to whip that all up real quick. And possibly put a 5-point inside the car. Basically, a 5-point is the door bars, the main hoops, and the outriggers. It's no A-pillar bars or no cross bars, none of that crap. What's going on, MC? So, like I said, motor in, car runs. Y'all heard it before. Didn't hear it, go back to the beginning of the video. You can hear the car chop. So that's basically it. Just got to get the car inspected. That's my main thing. Get the car inspected, get the car back legal, and then we're gonna go cruise around in the car. Try to get a few miles on it. I don't want to get too many miles on it because there's still some other stuff I want to do to it. But get that all done. Get the transmission broken in. Have not even used the trans. The trans just been sitting there. By the way, gotta oil up my dough. So we got the JW bell housing on it. So that's on there. JW bell housing. Converter in there, all seated in. It's on the stand right now to go inside the car. Got my solid mount on the back, so everything ready. Mufflers. I wanna use the mufflers. I really do, but it's not looking like it's gonna work the way I planned for it to work because of the inlet on it is not big enough for my headers. These are 2 3/4. I need a 3.5 inch. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna stretch these out as far as possible. I got a stretcher fit inside of there, and you put a ratchet on the end of it, and it expands the size of it. So I'm gonna do that. Or if I have to buy a collector downsized pipe, I might do that. Just depend. And we're gonna do that, and then from the outlet on is gonna be 3.5, 4-inch exhaust, and then we're gonna probably run it on the side. I don't want nothing going over the axle or nothing like that because I hate that look. I really do. So that's gonna be that. Got a little go-kart. I'm gonna build for my nephew. So, but we're gonna come out right here. Right here is what I'm thinking, with a 4.5 inch, 5 inch, probably. So that's what I'm gonna do. Come out right here or right there, Either one of these is fine with me, but for now, it's gonna be sitting up under the car. So we're just gonna do it before the axle dump. 8.8 over there. Let's see. This is another one that was bought for the original. What the hell? This is another one that was bought for the original radiator that was inside the car, the black one, but it didn't fit. So that was just put right there. Just filled the car with some gas. Put what was it? 10 gallons of a C16 in it. So I put that in there, and then it had a little bit of a 102 octane. So hopefully I burn off all the 102, and I can put the C16 back in there. And I'm gonna try to get the car to go down to Galveston and back just to break in the trans. Then I'm gonna sit up there and idle it on the stands to turn the tires, basically make sure everything good. And if we do end up running 7.5 for now, because track don't open till February, March. So if we plan to just drive the car around, I might go ahead and put the 373s in the 7.5. Run that for a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna get the try to get somebody to whip up a roll cage and possibly put the 8.8 in the car. So we're gonna do that. Like I said, when I go to the track, I don't want nobody bothering me. I want to run this car, and whatever it run. I don't need nobody on my back or nothing like that. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the drive shaft we're gonna reuse. This is a G-Force cross member. I got the frame extension sitting in the car. Well, not sitting in the car, but inside the house. Got the frame extension. So we're gonna extend this out off the frame because this is meant for a 1985 chassis. It's a 1984 chassis. So it needs to be extended. So we're gonna get that all done. So I'm trying to think what else. They go to 6 liter. It's got some parts coming for it right now as we speak. So get that done. Right now I'm in the search of trying to find a another passenger side valve cover to go on this side. Because what I did to this side was I took the filler cap off and I put a breather on it. And it's a total difference with the motor. The motor is breathing a lot better. So I'm going to find another passenger side, put on there. And I should solve my problem over there. That's what I'm thinking. That's going to work. So not much. Let's see, I'm trying to see what else. As far as my nitrous, it's fine. It's working. I just got to call the guys over there at Nitrous Express. See what they got up. But it ain't nothing much, man. Gotta just get that transmission in there mainly. That's the main thing that's holding me back right now is a transmission. So MCU food, man. But yeah, though, it's all good. I need to probably get another power steering pump because this power steering pump is taking a you know what, and it's not working correctly like I needed to. So power steering pump might need to come back off. But it's fine. I don't really care. It's just working on the car. So got all the hoses on. The car has fluid in it, so I'm at to drain some of it back out because I want to put a little bit of alternator, but antifreeze in the car. Can't even think right now. But I want to put a little bit of antifreeze in the car. It has some water in it, and the reason I did that is because the car is going to the track come March, February, and I don't know if any of y'all ever ran at the track, but they don't like antifreeze because it will spill all over the track, and it's real oily, and it's hard to clean up. As opposed to water, you can just mop water down. You know what I mean? So that's what all we gonna get done. We're gonna get all that done. Like I said, I got the AN line ran on here. The only other AN line I'm waiting is I'm waiting on that weird fitting that goes into this. Either that or I'm gonna just buy a whole new fuel pressure regulator for nitrous, and I'm gonna make a log right here. Yeah, I might make a log right here, I think, and we're gonna log it off of here, and one log is gonna go over here to the nitrous, and then we're gonna block off all the other ones, obviously. So it ain't much. Also got to bleed the brake booster. Haven't even done that. Haven't even got no fluid in there to do it. So gotta go pick up some more fluid. Let's see what else. What else? What else? As far as wiring, the wiring is done. Car. Uh, I think I'm gonna take them back off. I got the new tires to go on. I got some Pirellis to go on there. But I'm gonna take them back off for the time being because I don't have the other 20s on the back. All right, JP. But yeah, though, so it ain't really nothing really. The motor in the car. I finished the fucking swap. Technically, if you want to get technical, I finished the swap. What was it? 4 or 5 hours. I said 8 hour swap. I think it was. Technically, I did the swap in under 8 hours. I just took a few days off and I finished it afterwards. So technically, I did the swap under 8 hours. The car is running that same night. Technically, I just didn't show y'all. So got that done. Really ain't nothing much left to do. So gotta get a new throttle cable because that throttle cable is shot. So I'm gonna get a new one. So I'm trying to see what else. Like I said, that's basically just it. I got my oil separator hooked up, and I'm gonna have to take this line from right here. Take this line, and this line gonna have to go over to here. Like I said, I'm gonna run a breather on this side, so I won't need none of this on here. And plus, I don't like all that oil going back into the intake. It's bad business. Just sitting up there idling them little 15 minutes. This carburetor was ice cold, so. And like I said, we are running a much higher octane fuel, more oxygenated. So we good there. For people that was talking about on the LS swaps for a Gbody, especially, that this pulley will hit this, mine is nowhere near there. So I don't know what y'all talking about, man. But different things, different little stuff. Still gonna be done. But I'm gonna have to make a whole video on what's getting done with this whole setup. Plans may change for the Camaro, just depending. So, my dad car. I'm gonna get that thing. I'm gonna get that thing done for my dad. That's one of my major goals for this year, to get his car done. That car been down for like 11 or 12 years, something like that. Car ain't been moved since 06. The last time the car was registered. And back then you could register cars for like 3 and 4 years. I think the car actually stopped moving back in 04, 05, and I think I only rode in the car like once or twice maybe. So we're gonna pull the big block out of that car, and we're gonna put the 5.3 in his car with the 400 and the stall converter that was spec'd out for it, or that I spec'd out for it. We're gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna get my dad car running again. It's a lot of stuff that I want to get done to his car. I might actually lift the body off the frame and do body bushings. Get the frame fully painted on it. His frame needs a lot of bracing on it, simply because this was an Oldsmobile car. It still is an Oldsmobile car. This was an original factory Oldsmobile production car, and there's a lot of stuff they did to this car that was jank, that didn't make any sense. So it's a lot of stuff that need to be done to it. Like I said, the core support, brand new core support. Well, it's not new, but you get what I mean. New core support. This core support was and rotten from sitting. So we're gonna do a built 7.5 on his car. We're gonna do a 7.5 on his car. We might do axles. I'm not sure. We're gonna do some studs for sure. Is it raining? Shit. It looks junk. Man, if you would have seen my car when I first got my El Camino, pretty bad shape. I mean, my frame wasn't rusty and nothing like that, like his is. My car wasn't rusting like that, but my car was extremely bad. His car at least has an interior and something to start off with. My car didn't have crap in it, bro. When I got my car, literally the differential cover was off on my car. So I did a lot of work on my car, a lot of work, and putting a motor of that expense into my car. Yeah, that was hard. So like I said, his car gonna be a little bit more detailed than mine's. He gonna have AC and heater and all that. Gotta go grab the key, but he gonna have all that stuff on his car. So it's gonna be more of a mellow tone car than mine is. I'll grab the keys and show y'all. That thing might actually start up. Should have put some fuel in it, but it might start up. If the battery's still hooked up and charged. Got a harness I'm about to work on, so I might do it live on that. Move. And if y'all ain't want to go check out my boy Southern Chevy Rider, y'all need to go check him out. He's doing the LS swap on his box. Ruby. Y'all been waiting on that for a while, but he's finally doing it. Like I said, y'all think it's junk right now, but wait till I get done with this one. This mug gonna be wet. I can tell y'all it's shaded the color, but it's gonna be a blue, and it's gonna be a wet blue. It's gonna be wet as candy, so it's gonna look like that. So I did have this car completely cleaned out, but I started doing stuff on the inside, and I kind of just lost track of the car, I guess you could say. I had my car, and when you have another car you're more interested in, especially when it's a car that's something like you really want to work on, this is what happens to everybody else's car. So, like I said, I ain't gonna let it happen again, y'all. So, be looking out. This year, it's gonna be a big build series on this car. Literally, this is one of one. This gonna be one of one. So, it's. I've only seen one or two of these other cars probably ever made in my lifetime. I've only seen one or two of these cars to exist. So, I'm gonna get it done. I don't know if the battery hooked up. I think I unhooked the battery. Yeah, battery ain't got no type of charge on it. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the starter, but battery ain't even hooked up. But this car is all original. So, uh, and then I had thoughts about, well, what if I keep this car big block and we go ahead and do some heads on it. The bottom end on this motor was built, so it's technically not a 455. This car is a 461 Pontiac motor. But I had thoughts about just doing heads and cam on it, and throwing the intake that was bought for it. And I'm gonna get I thought about doing a quick fill carburetor like this on my car, doing that 850 on it. So you never know. I might have some tricks up my sleeve, but nevertheless, I'm gonna get this car done. Bro, listen to them doors though. But I'm gonna get it done though, y'all. Don't worry about it. Camaro, got a little update on that too. Camaro's gonna get done as well. So, story about this tailgate. This is not the original tailgate to this car. My dad was racing, and well, not racing, but somebody bagged into this, And this ain't the original tailgate. They couldn't straighten it out or whatever. This was like 80s, y'all. Come on now. It was 1980 something. So, but I got somebody that's gonna fix all this. Looks like it's kind of bubbling back there on the back a little bit. So, but we're gonna get this all straightened out. And when they painted it, they didn't even put enough layers of primer on it. I think they just did a one-step primer on it, and then they laid a color on it, and the color looked darker than the original color. But anyways, get all that fixed. Get all that fixed. So he got the old exhaust off of the 2018. But you know, a lot of stuff. My dad did a lot of stuff to this car before it set up. Wish I could find a picture of how it looked before. Didn't look nothing like this. This car look 3 times better than what mine's do. Up under the frame, the car is painted. Outside, the car is painted. In the wheel wells, the car is painted. Motor was fresh. All that. But I say, y'all, we're gonna relive the beast. Where are those? Them damn Moroso drag shots on the front of his house. Yes, they are. But yeah, we're gonna get some stuff done to that one. I think I already showed y'all the motor is going in it. Transmission 400 trans looks exactly like mine, except it don't have a bell housing on it. It's just a factory bell housing. I think the Camaro's unlocked, if I'm not mistaken. Most of you already know the Camaro. It's a 4th gen F body, 1995. Only thing I'm gonna do to this car is paint it, do my motor, transmission setup on it. I'm gonna put a rear end in it. That's gonna be about it. It's gonna be the quote unquote super fast street car. So I gotta pull all that harness out, which I'm working on. So work on this one if I get a chance. But yeah. But you know, this is the main attraction of the channel, so I gotta keep stuff going with this. I gotta keep content out for this car. Gotta keep on doing stuff to it. So rather it's me lifting the body out the frame on this car, I gotta do it. But yeah though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 cars, 7 or 8 cars, something like that. There's cars I haven't even showed y'all. So. But yeah though. So gotta get all this done. Has to be done. Like I said, I want to get back into racing and getting all that stuff done. Race this car. Last time this car was raced was when it had the small block in it. Now it has a little big block in it. So it's time to get some stuff done to it. Check my flow boat levels. I don't need that thing raising up. No, it's alright. It's mediocre. So many projects. I don't know about that. I had more cars than this at one period of time, believe it or not. I think it was like something like I had, I want to say 5 of these cars at one point. I had about 5 at one point. And I don't know if y'all remember, but that Chevelle that LS had, I found an original 1973 454 big block car, all SS, all original. And I don't know, dude said he wanted $7,000 for that ugly car. I told him I'd get back to him. I'm never gonna get back with that guy. $7,000 for that ugly POS? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. $7,000. A lot can be done with that car, and this one. But yeah, though, so this trans, fine, motor fine. Rear end, I don't like it, but it has to be run for a little bit. So, yeah. Like I said, my frame was done on this car and all that. I got my frame painted on it. It's some spots on it that I want to touch up, but it's done. I can't really paint some of those spots because they will be cutting out the floor to weld in the cage, and then they're gonna plate over it. Once they cut out the floor, they're gonna plate back over it. So some stuff I can't even do that I want to do on it, but it's cool. Like I said, we're gonna get the cage in it. We're gonna get the car like I want it, and we're gonna go for a very long drive down to Galveston and back from Galveston. So that's gonna be about 100. I want to say about 125 miles, 125, 130, somewhere in that ballpark. So that should be a nice drive for the car. It take about an hour to an hour and a half to get down there, and about an hour and a half back. So that's about a 3-hour trip in total. I think it's gonna be nice running to break in trans and all that. So we're gonna get all that done on it. Mainly just waiting to get the car inspected and to get tags on it. That's basically about it. So got a lot of stuff happening. Trying to get a lot of stuff done. Like I said, that is the official sponsor of this car. One of the sponsors, Southside Machine Performance. They literally hooked this car up with being able to get an 8.8 in it. So it's only right that I shot those guys out when I can. But JP, where do you live? But yeah, so get all this stuff done. I really want to lay into that 6-liter. I really do, but I just gotta wait on parts for it. I got the I got that the angle grinder, the 15 amp one that I need to cut that rear end. So I tried it to cut off one piece of it. I'm just waiting on to cut off the rest of it. So we're gonna get that all done. So that should be pretty easy, pretty breezy to get done. Should be a nice and quick job. But so when you say south side, like what part do you mean? The part, and he so much the part. Nobody cares if you make as much noise as you want and all that. Hold on, let me try to push this thing back. I don't live in South Florida. My sister does. Yeah, MLK Boulevard. Like shit, what's the name of that road? I'm trying to think the name of that road. It's right there where if you're driving down it, the road has a neighborhood to the right, and it has like a big old sign sitting in the middle. And then what's down the street from? I'm trying to think what I can describe. On the other end of it, they done built it all up. Like it's the road's wider now. They got houses up around it and all that now. And then if you go farther down, it's a Popeyes, it's a McDonald's. Let's see, it's a Louisiana chicken place down there. For a much better description, Frenchie's is down there. The original Frenchie's is sitting down there. The one that's still open, like the original Frenchie's in Houston. The first one to open up is still down there on that road. For a much better description, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about now. What's going on, LS? Do you know what Herondale is? JP? I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go put some different shoes on and get this thing pushed on up there and get this thing pushed back into its little hiding spot. Scott Street. Yeah, that's it, Scott Street. Nah, LS, I'm just putting the camera down real quick. I need to get this thing back in its hiding spot. I think it might rain. I don't want to get my motor or the car wet whatsoever. 1 second, y'all. Push this thing back. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm just trying to get this thing back here. Big ass stump right here. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We gotta get some more transmission fluid. Just want to make a trench almost right here. Now I know the ground already soft, but I just need to make a trench. It's a little trench. That's all. Lucky I'm about to winch this mode. Get the keys to the Camaro. Hold on, nigga. Where the fuck my keys at? Hey, if y'all ever watched this movie called I wanna say fucking Bird Box. I just got through watching them. Bro, what the fuck? I know this nigga ain't take my keys, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a good movie. I'm about to cheat, y'all. I'm about to get the winch out. Shit. Alright. So this probably ain't the best idea. But I'm about to anchor this to this pole. And I'm about to winch that MF. Because we gonna send it. And I don't think it is looped up anymore. Yes, it is. Fuck. Fuck. One second. Yeah, she is close by third ward. Third ward. Oh, yeah, 1 second. Yep, we just gonna send her. She come down, she can come down. Fuck it. What is it? Why can't I get this through? I'm gonna put this on free spool. We should be able to get it all loose from here on. See, that's the problem. I got this. It's like a shield on it. I can't get the shield to pop up or nothing. So it's kind of like you gotta look almost. JP, where you living right now? You don't live in Texas no more? I feel like taking this shit loose right now. Like I was saying, I don't want to pick the thing up because if I pick it up, it's just gonna dig it even deeper once I let it back down. So it didn't drop like I thought it would, but back up here now. Look, I ain't go too far back. Alright, so box that back up and go. I don't know if y'all watched this young kid named Young Chevy Truck. If y'all do, let me know. Time this wheel, this thing straighten up. What do you mean, and his POS making it happen? Oh, alright, I get what you're saying now. Only thing I like about him is that he don't listen to people. Like, he asks for people's suggestions, but then he don't listen to them. He not open. Like, he's in a way he kind of like stuck in his own ways. You mean? Like, in a way, he'll ask for suggestions, and he don't even listen to them. You know what I mean? Like, this dude named Sim ABC XYZ. Now he'll ask for a suggestion and he'll listen to it, but I don't know. He kind of like in his own way, I guess. And you know, he does have a right to be that way because it is. But I'm just saying, like, some things you try to tell him and he don't want to listen. You get what I mean? Like some things that could be done differently that would work better. But again, it is his own vehicle. I ain't nothing to say about it. Like everybody do something that might not be right at that time. You know what I mean? But you go back and find it out. Everybody do that. Whether you a pro engine builder, a pro race car builder, or whatever, you do stuff wrong the first time because you think it works better or whatever, and it might work as good. So you gotta go back and fix it. He'll figure it out. It is his first car building, so yeah, he on YouTube. He called a young Chevy truck, something like that. Turn this wheel, let it roll up. Like I ain't gonna lie, it was back when I had the small block in this car and it wasn't running like I wanted it to. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I stayed up nights, like literal nights. Like I would not go to sleep for 2 or 3 days straight because the car wasn't acting or running like I wanted it to. Like car can piss you off. This car was acting to a point with that small block that I wanted to set a fire up under this car. Like I literally poured gas around the car and I was about to light a match. I bagged the car up, I drove it back up under the gas, and I was about to light it on fire. But since I built this motor, the car running like I wanted to. It responds like I want it to respond. Let me get this thing over some more. Get it over some more and I'll readjust it. It's just like a woman, you know what I mean? If she don't do what you want her to do at that point in time, y'all not friends. Once you do it though, y'all best friends. Craig, what's going on? Alright, we got this thing back on concrete. And now we're just gonna push it back into its little old home. It's a little hiding hole. Till race season come up. I don't know about getting married, brother. I don't know about all that. I'll leave that to you on that list. Turn this stuff. Alright, I think we're just gonna go straight back now. Straight back should be fine. this bitch up. Let this bitch off. Alright, so we're gonna grab the laptop out of here. I pulled a log off of the car, so it should be fine. Alright, so we're gonna pull data from it. Get my key out of here first, though. Alright. I'm doing alright, man. It ain't nothing to do. It's not even racing season no more, so I can't do no recording content. I mean, if you want into technical terms, I'm blessed, brother. I woke up this morning, I ate. When racing season start back up, though, I have a whole bunch of content for y'all. Matter of fact, I got like 3 or 4 videos I could drop, but a whole bunch of y'all aren't into racing, so it wouldn't make much sense for me to drop it. Oh, and I need to cut out about 95% of my hood. Show you that real quick. So, basically, about from here down, over, and right there with my flow bows. Right there with my flow bows at, I gotta notch them out. And I need to come over here, notch this out because my fuel pressure regulator sit right here. And my fuel pressure gauge sit right here. I'm gonna have to notch out for my alternator. Let me unplug this wire while I'm at it. Notch out this alternator portion. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to notch out, to be honest. So I'm gonna come back out here when it's cooler. The motors is sitting on the K member darn near. So I can't necessarily lower it anymore. I got videos of Birdman, the baddest man in no prep. All them different guys. I got videos of. I got videos of Stevie Jackson Fast. Come on. Go home. Sit down. Hey, if y'all want me to go transfer over to the big computer, let me know and I'll go transfer over. Sit down. Actually, I do need to go in here. I need to make a whole bunch of y'all moderators and stuff. So let me do all that real quick. Let's see here. X that out. All right, let me get on the big computer and make some of y'all moderators real quick while I got y'all on here. I plan on doing a burnout video for the Elko. It's gonna be a pretty nasty burnout video. Hold on. Let's see here. Mix that out. Let's go YouTube. This way it said it was gonna burn out in the review. How did I miss that? Let's go on here. Alright, let's see. Be here. Oh, there's moderator. And moderator. Let's see. Add as moderator. Let's see. JP already a moderator. Alright, all of y'all should be moderators now. Just type something. Type like number 1. Alright. Alright, looks like all y'all got y'all. Alright, all y'all got it. Alright, all y'all got it and need it. I'm about to look up this video of LS doing burnouts. Which one is it? Is this the one you just posted? Hold on, I got y'all, man. It was the live from this morning, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Wasn't it? I will see how can I share this real quick. I will open up my OBS Studios real quick. See, OBS Studios, got that on here, and we're gonna start the stream. Alrighty. Just to make sure I'm live streaming, I'm gonna do something real quick, y'all. So, bear with me. Goddamn, house phone always ringing. Let's go YouTube. Let me know if it's doing 2 live streams. It shouldn't be, but let me know if it is. Somebody just go check to see if it's doing 2 live streams, so I know if I need to do something. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's go. Fuck, I don't know, goddamn analytics, bitch. Live streaming. All I see is no picture. Alright, you about to see something real quick. Just wait a minute. I should be live. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to end this live, and then I'm gonna go to the other live so we can watch LS do a burnout.